action in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Oklahoma's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the...
It's a seam wide open! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for his man. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! A great catch and run for 6. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's got an open man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. When the ball's out, who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back to pass on second down. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll feel the button, take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Chester. Working that left side now. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Puts it out of the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a punt. Continues to fight for yards. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners are in the hurry up. From the gun. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees the throw, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Oklahoma made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive for the 25. They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Chester. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. Got a little space. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll run the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got room to work. There he goes. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Chester. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and
breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Chester. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Oklahoma.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they scored again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Look out, he's got boom! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Chester. Hauls it in. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
42, Clemson, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back to pass, it's Chester. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might spin him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw again. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Runs through the tackle.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Chester. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Chester. It's complete to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are scores on the sneak. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown Sooner! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over LSU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. How about this? Lined up right at the center of the field for 4th and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it past the marker. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it
and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.